Interesting fireplace.
You know, I think there's more to this, but we seem to be missing some important information.
Yeah, let's come back after we look around some more.
If you're interested in the castle, you should look at the old painting of it, over there, above the fireplace.
That castle is really mysterious. We need to find out more about it. Let's call the chief.
Greetings, agents. So you're calling from Warwick Castle. An Acme informant on Ponte Vecchio has studied castles throughout Europe. I suggest you go meet her. Oh, and there's been some concerns about Acme security in Florence. You'll need to use a password. Lighthouse. Make a note of it.
Got it, Chief. I love passwords. Real secret agent stuff. I'll take 2 of everything. I have friends who are English, and they sure love having a cup of tea, with milk and sugar, of course. You know, Britain's red phone boxes are harder and harder to find these days. They're all being replaced with newer models.
Maybe Carmen is buying up all the old ones. She has a thing for the color red.
Warwick Castle was founded about 1,000 years ago. I would have loved to have been around back then.
Why am I not surprised? Stratford-upon-Avon is really close to Warwick. It was the birthplace of William Shakespeare. Look, the Royal Shakespeare Theatre is featuring his play, Hamlet.
Omelette? That reminds me, I'm getting a little hungry.
England, Scotland, and Wales make up the island of Great Britain. Together with Northern Ireland, they make up the United Kingdom.
Tea towels make popular souvenir items. This one has famous landmarks in the United Kingdom's capital, London.
I love London. Carmen and I once thwarted an art forgery in London. She spent lots of time in the museums there.
What is that thing stuck on the window?
Surprise, Hawkins. I knew you couldn't resist an electronic device. I'm a little disappointed. This hasn't been half the challenge I thought it would be. You've much more to learn, doesn't he, Julia? Oh, well, it is hard to find a worthy opponent. Just remember, I'm always nearby.
All that training, and they never told me how incredibly irritating Carmen Sandiego is. And I thought we were doing well.
That's just her way. She thrives on taunting her pursuers. Maybe she's getting nervous that we've trailed her this far.
Agents, the expert on castles is waiting to hear from you near the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. She could be the bridge to solving this case.
I'm really enjoying this secret agent stuff. I think I'm getting pretty good at it.
Watching all those detective reruns really paid off, huh?
In some cases. Hey, I think we're almost on Italian soil. This is amazing! To think I'm actually on a bridge in Italy.
I know. Ponte Vecchio is one of my favorite places to visit in Florence.
Did you know that Venice is built on a cluster of islands and has more than 400 bridges?
Yeah, I've traveled the canals of this ancient seaport by boat. There aren't any cars anywhere in Old Town Venice.
Pompeii, buried when the volcano Mount Vesuvius erupted, almost 2,000 years ago.
And speaking of erupting, the chief is going to be pretty mad if we don't find that Aztec calendar. It looks like a key part of figuring out what grand scheme Carmen has in mind.
Goldsmiths and silversmiths have had their shops here on the Ponte Vecchio since the 1500s.
Florence is one of the world's great centers of art. Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Masaccio, and Donatello all worked here.
That means Florence must have been a pretty significant place during the Renaissance, a time when history, science, and the arts flourished.
Buongiorno. Good morning. Can I help you?
We want to visit a lighthouse.
Oh, si, yes, I can help you.
Acme agents Jules Argent and Shadow Hawkins here. The chief told you we'd be coming with an old map of the castle in Warwick.
Oh, yes, great to meet you. Argent, eh? Weren't you Carmen Sandiego's partner at one time?
Yeah, a long time ago. And no, it wasn't my fault she left Acme.
No, of course. Anyway, about this castle, I've heard the tales of a secret passage. These old maps often contain hidden information written in a special invisible ink. It can be revealed, but unfortunately, I don't know the secret.
Well, so much for getting help here.
Shh! I said I don't know, but there's an Acme informant who can help. I can't give you his name for security reasons, but he goes by the codename the Mandarin. If you want, I'll call him and let him know what you need.
Code name, huh? How come I don't have a code name?
Maybe someday you'll earn one. Anyway, we need to check the database and figure out if the Mandarin is a clue as to where we can find him.
An English horse brass. Are you interested in it?
We'd like to purchase it, actually.
All right! This is part of what we need to help us solve the puzzle at the fireplace.
How can I help you?
We're just looking around.
How can I help you?
We're just looking around.
Jules and Hawkins, your next step should be to look for that formula somewhere near the Great Wall.
This magazine I'm reading says that China produces more coal, iron ore, and tin than any other country. Then again, it is the third largest country in the world.
And what a wide variety of geography and climates. Everything from the dry desert to tropical rainforest.
Wow! I'm impressed. And this is just one section of the Great Wall.
It's hard to describe unless you've been here.
You've been here before?
Yes, a long, long time ago. China is the most populated country in the world, but the third largest country in size.
So taking a tour of the country could take quite a while.
Did you know that China was the first to use paper money?
Not only that, the Chinese also invented movable type for printing, paper, gunpowder, and the compass.
We don't know how to mix the herbs together. Let's look around for the formula. We've got to find out where Carmen has hidden that calendar. It may help us in figuring out where that Portuguese explorer hid his great treasure.
Looking for this? Great minds think alike. But sorry, I got here first.
I've got her! She's not going to get away this time!
You may have the formula, but you'll never catch me.
Well, she's gone again. But it looks like she may have left something behind.
All right, we've got the formula. Let's get back to the shop and mix ourselves a solution for that mystery map. You know, Xi'an was China's capital more than 1,000 years ago. In fact, the first printed book was published here.
Yeah. When did Beijing become China's capital?
Well, Beijing was a capital city several times over the centuries, but it became the capital of the People's Republic of China in 1949.
The Chinese invented the abacus, which is still used today for mathematical calculations. I love math.
Why am I not surprised?